Student friends, in last week we discussed about one of the special diet, and that is known as Zener diet, and we concluded that Zener diet is structurized by increasing the doping concentration to form the p-type and n-type of semiconductor so that it can achieve sharp and distinct breakdown voltage when it is in reverse bias condition. We studied the Zener effect, we studied avalanche effect, we also studied current and voltage characteristics of Zener diode. We studied its application and specification. Student friends, today let me discuss with another type of special diode, and that is known as light emitting diode. It is abbreviated as LED. You might be seeing this structure of the diode many times. Now such diodes are available in your remote control that you are using to turn on and turn off the television system. These are available as a battery element, as going to be act as a torch. These are used nowadays in the form of LED lamps. These are used for the decorative purpose. These are used in the form of a 7-segment display. You might be observed in calculator. You might be observed in the form of advertising the media. You might be, I think, well familiar with such a type of the device through which the light is emitting. And such a diode, we can call it as it is the light emitting diode. If you look to this particular device, it has again two terminals. One is anode and second one is cathode. When it is provided with proper supply, it will start emitting the light radiations, most probably in the visible region, in the different color, and also in non-visible region in the form of IR radiations. Such a diode that emits the light radiation, especially when it is forward biased, that is known as the light emitting diode. Friends, do remember that maybe it is a Zener diode or maybe it is a light emitting diode. Basically, it is a diode, meaning thereby it has two electrodes, that is anode and cathode, for both the devices. And it has formulated, structured, composed in the form of PN junction. Such a diode is structurized as shown in this particular figure. As like ordinary diode, this diode also contains P type of semiconductor as well as the N type of semiconductor. Friends, we are well aware that P type of semiconductor has majority charge carrier holes along with immobile ions with positive charges and minority charge carriers as electrons, which already studied. It also consists of N type of semiconductor, which has electrons as majority charge carriers and holes as minority charge carriers. In between P type and N type of semiconductor, there is a junction. This is what demarkable line. It is called as the PN junction. We studied the structure. In P layer, very near to the junction, there are negative ions which are going to be get generated. In a N region, very close to the junction, there are respectively positive ions which are going to be generated. These are immobile ions that forms the depletion layer, that forms the barrier potential which is very high. That's why just in a structured format, that is an unbiased format, this diode also doesn't conduct and doesn't emit the light. But friends, when such a diode is forward biased, it starts emitting the light radiations. Dear students, this is the peculiar situation that is represented by arrow. It indicates how the recombination of electron and hole is taking place. This is the metal film connection. Maybe it is known as anode. This one is the metal film connection, gold film. This is known as the cathode. You may connect it here, you may connect it here, forms the anode, or you may get another terminal that is called as cathode. Students, material used in the composition of light emitting diode are something different than that we have used in case of simple PN junction diode. Simple PN junction diode is constructed by using silicon or germanium. But in this case, material used is gallium arsenide or gallium arsenide phosphate, gallium phosphate or gallium nickel. So these are the another different types of the semiconducting materials. Those are called as indirect bandgap semiconductor. Whereas silicon and germanium are the direct bandgap type of semiconductor. In case of constructing the light emitting diode, indirect bandgap type of semiconductors are used, namely gallium nickel, gallium phosphorus, gallium arsenide phosphorate, gallium arsenide are the alloys of the material which are used especially to form the light emitting diode. So material is different. When the junction is formulated, when barrier is generated, when depletion, rest of the process remains same. Once the light emitting diode is constructed, in unbiased condition, it doesn't conduct, it doesn't emit the light radiation. But when it is forward biased, meaning thereby N region is connected to the negative terminal of the external power supply, whereas P region is connected to the positive terminal of the external power supply. And when you increase the external power supply to the barrier potential, near to the barrier potential, then what happens is, from P region, holes will start moving towards the junction. In N region, electrons will move towards the junction, as like in ordinary PN junction diode, so as to reduce the width of depletion layer. Similar process that takes place in the conduction of ordinary PN junction diode. But when voltage becomes exactly equal to barrier potential, no doubt barrier is reduced, no doubt junction resistance is reduced, no problem about that. But this electron will jump from higher energy level into the lower energy level and recombine with the hole. This is a different process that takes place in light emitting diode. What is the different process? When you forward bias the light emitting diode, electron will move from N region towards the junction. Holes will move from P region towards the junction. It will reduce the depletion layer. It will reduce the barrier potential when applied external voltage becomes equal to the barrier potential voltage or breakover voltage. Under that particular condition, electron from N region will jump from higher energy level into the lower energy level and recombine with the hole. When electron recombine with the hole, it will emit photon as a light particle. So this is what motion of electron, and it will recombine with the hole in every place. Recombination of the electron and hole are more very near to the junction and less as we go away from the junction. After recombination of the electron and hole, it emits photon as a light particle. Friends, you are well aware with the name photon. According to Newton's theory of light, he says that light will be emitted in the form of light particle, and that particle is known as a photon, having certain wavelength. And these emitted particles seems to be equivalent with the wavelength of the light radiation, which is represented here, that comes out through the transparent visible material through which we can get the emitted light radiation, and thus we can say we are going to observe that light is emitted from that particular device, and that's what we can call it as it is the light emitting diode. Dear students, this is the symbol of light emitting diode. Friends, up till now we have studied the three diodes. But remember, one is simple PN junction diode, second one is Zener diode, we have studied its symbol, and this is now representation of the symbol of light emitting diode. It is as like a simple PN junction diode with arrow outward. Arrow outward indicates that it is emitting the light radiations. It has an anode, it has the cathode. Friends, these are the material composition that is used for the different colored wavelength of the light to be emitted. If it is gallium arsenide composition in the LED, it emits the IR radiations. IR radiation means it is in non-visible range. If the material composition is of gallium arsenide phosphate, it will emit red colored wavelength of the light or yellow colored wavelength of the light. If the material is used is gallium phosphate, then green colored wavelength of the light is emitted. If material is gallium nickel, the blue colored wavelength of the light emitted. That's why different colored LEDs are available in a market. Friends, these LEDs are used for the different purposes, and that's what we can call as the applications of the LED. Friends, LED is used in a 7-segment display. It may be used in calculator, or it can be used for even display purpose. That is known as 7-segment display. Second one, it is used as a light source in optical fiber communication. Student friends, you might have heard the name optical fiber. In optical fiber, LED is going to act as a light source from which the light is emitted. Friends, LED is used as an on-off switch to indicate that particular device is on and off. You might be observed this on-off condition in electronics laboratory if you visited to the practical lab, or you might be observed on your mobile. It will indicate that the device is turned on and it is turned off. So that will be indicated by the LED. It is also used video display. For displaying the video, LED is used. Nowadays, LED screens are available on which we can see the different kinds of videos. So that is a display for which the LEDs are used. It is also used image sensing circuit. It is used to sense the image. Friends, it is used in card reader as far as computer is being considered. It can be used in the form of LED screen. It can be used for the purpose of advertising. These are the applications for which the LEDs are widely used. Dear students, this is what you have to remember regarding the light emitting diode. This is again a special diode we studied. This is the construction of light emitting diode. It is represented. This is the symbol of light emitting diode, whereas this one is in practice how LED looks like. It is shown. These are the composition of the material for which the different colored light radiations are emitted, whereas these are the list of applications where the LEDs are being used. Friends, here only we'll stop as far as LED is being considered. Next time we will go for another type of the diode, special diode, and that is known as photodiode. Students, that's all about today's lecture. Next time we'll go for next device.